a sad song on a tiny violin for the man.
This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up second down. The Eagles at 500, sitting at 5-5, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Silver. Great.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Hey, 73.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
These two teams met at Commanders Field earlier in the season with Washington winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. 2nd and 7.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now Daniels. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that thrower partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Daniels.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To throw is Daniels.
And it's caught. Touchdown! Alec Pierce with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Daron Payne coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
To the air goes Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Daniels.
Flushed out right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
York able to send this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They go play action. Daniels.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Scott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
York able to send this one through.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Third down and 1.
He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, a give to Davis.
Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle. 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In motion, the tight end. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Jalen Carter.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go again with Scott. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Deron Payne able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Hey, smash front row.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Powers past him at the 5.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Alec Pierce.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up on a 2-point conversion.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Oh, some strong running, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now they'll go with a reverse. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos,
his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now Daniels.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
2nd and 14.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Barkley, inside handoff.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 70, pass to the left.
To throw is Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll run with Scott. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Shoves him aside. Breaks through the contact. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Scott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Got Dobbs over the middle.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Being chased out left.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels.
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Commanders 31, Eagles 12.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Powering his way forward. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hunt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Roll.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with